Hi everyone, welcome to this Digital Planning Live replay. Hope you're having a great day. You have your iPads ready to digital plan. And if you're new, maybe learn some tips and tricks on digital planning. Let me see. Let me turn. Here we go. Okay. Well, let me do this real quick. All right. Oh, let me move all this stuff out of the way. Oh, you know what? This one's dry. It might work. I feel like my iPad's always like dirty when I start. I use it so much. I feel like it's always dirty when I go live. Forgot my other thing somewhere. Hi Rose, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Okay, I found another one. I was like, I know I have other alcohol wipes somewhere. Hi Samantha, how are you? Because I always feel like I have like a dirty screen. I mean, you guys probably can't tell, but I'm always using it all the time. There we go. You just got done doing your hair? Oh, that's amazing. You don't want to see my hair right now. I just took it out. I need to wash it again. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. Yeah, oh my word, Rose. 103. I don't even know what it is here right now. I just know I didn't really go outside today. Let me check. Not as bad. 90. Yeah, 90. Feels like 94. So you got me beat with 103. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I didn't really go outside today, so that's why. Yeah, we could have did the water table today, and I ordered this water slide thing for the kids, but it didn't come from TikTok Shop. And then I had to like message the seller a bunch and then request like a refund, and now the seller wants to resend it. I was like, I ordered it on the 5th. It is now the 14th. Okay, that's kind of crazy. But anyway, today's release is called Mediterranean Vacation. So I think I only really had, I would say one true summer release, I guess, because it was like the cookout and the cookout barbecue one. But I don't think I really had like a beach one. I had, before going live, I had the coastal one. But yeah, so this is the Mediterranean Vacation. And I'll just start now, but don't be annoyed if I go back and show anybody else who comes in. Okay, so these are widgets, and I'll just zoom in so you can see. And they're, maybe I can zoom in even more. There's going to be lots of blue, lots of lemon. So there's morning, afternoon, evening, and then this is like a little mini budget one. If you're just kind of tracking a few things for that day or week to do. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, errands, and then here's a blank one that you can just kind of put whatever you'd like. And then I did it in like this pink lemons pattern. Oh, let me go back. With morning, afternoon, evening, and then budget to do. Same thing. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm all over the place. I think it's because I'm zooming in and trying to like, you know, slide over. How to download GoodNotes. Rose, I posted a video how to. And for GoodNotes and for Noteful, I only do the elements folder. I don't do a whole page. Here we go. Let me show you. So for GoodNotes, you're going to get like the elements. I don't think I can zoom in. No, you can't zoom in on elements. but you'll get the different elements. Hi Jen, I like just started. Here's like the lemon date dots, and I'll show you all of them. So this is what you'll get for Noteful and for GoodNotes, and then a PDF. Like here's the widgets, and then you can just kind of use them. Although they're really big files, so here you go. Can you make it a larger? I think pulling down about. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to. Can you make elements larger? I think by pulling down on the bottom or double tapping through. Oh, okay. Like, maybe just kind of clicking the pack, maybe. I don't want to accidentally. I think I was just trying to zoom in so you could just see better. Yeah, but I do elements. I don't do like the multiple pages. I know I'm showing you kind of like one on Noteful, but it takes a long time to kind of do that for all of them, and then it's just easier for me to do the elements. Yeah, they all go into elements. So there is for each one of these there is an elements. There's for GoodNotes, I think it's GoodNotes collection, but it's elements, and you just import it by, you know, going to the plus, and then you can do import from, and then where do I have it on here? I have it, I think okay, Mediterranean. Let me find one of the good, okay, here's a collection one. Here's like one of the collection ones, and you just kind of tap on it, and then it brings it right in there. And then you do create. Yeah. Because I know a lot of other shops, they put them on multiple pages. But to be honest, guys, it takes so long to line up everything perfectly. And if you do want it that way, then once you have the collection, you can just kind of tap through and just kind of arrange it, like, you know, lasso it and just kind of make a sticker sheet if you're more visual that way. But it takes a very, very, very long time. That's why I usually don't do that. But I was showing off this one. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody else joined. Oh, no problem. You know what? I have a video on how to import into GoodNotes, but now I'm thinking, did I show how to import a collections file? Now I'm not even sure. Okay, I'll double check to see. If I have how to import a GoodNotes collection. If I don't have a video, I'll make one, because it's very, very simple. Let me write that down. Let me double check. I kind of forget what tutorials I did. But I'll do one that's specifically just GoodNotes collection tutorial. That's super easy. So I just wrote it down just in case I don't already have it. And the same for Noteful. I love how it has like recent ones. Like it's just these. However, you can just kind of, you know, put them on here and just make a sticker sheet if you'd like. Hi Lauren, how are you? Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm about to just start over because I only showed a little bit anyway. And I'm sure some other people are going to come in. I just, what was I going to say? I always hate when I have notifications for lives and stuff, and it doesn't send a notification until like 15 minutes into the person, 10-15 minutes into them being live. And you're doing good. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully you're not anywhere that's too hot. Rose has 103 degrees where she's at. And I'm less than that with 90 degrees. So I was not outside much today. So I still need to go water my flowers, which stinks, but I'll be out there. But anyway, so the release today is Mediterranean Vacation. And I'll start with like the widgets. And sorry if you guys, the ones who just saw it, but there's morning. And here we go. Let me zoom in a lot more. Here's one, morning, afternoon, evening, and then like a little mini budget widget to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop doing that because I was doing that before, guys. I'm sorry. When will I learn my lesson? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, errands, and then here's a blank one so you can kind of put whatever you'd like. And then this one's like a pink lemon, like gingham one. Oh, you're 91 in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm right near you. I'm in PA. So, yep. And I didn't go outside much today. Yeah, morning, afternoon, evening, budget to do. I keep going over to the date dots next. And then breakfast, lunch, dinner, errands, and then a blank one that you can use. And then these are just extra blank ones that you can just use and make whatever title you like. And they just kind of have like the summer kind of Mediterranean feel. You can just use these anytime. I mean, honestly, the yellow you can probably use during the fall too. And then we have these gelato date dots, which I think are really cute. And so there's each day of the month, the numbers. Here's a blank one. There's the days of the week. Let me zoom in. And then there's also the months of the year. So I put Mediterranean vacation instead of Mediterranean summer because some people go on vacation, you know, during the winter, but also people live in locations. Like I'm in Pennsylvania, so we get all the seasons. But if you're somewhere warmer, you could be having gelato, you know, outside in February because it's still nice and warm where you are. And then these, I really love this. It's like a beautiful plate. So here's a plain one. You can probably, you know, put a sticker over it and just kind of, you know, write something on it if you'd like. But yeah, same thing, like the days of the month, the days of the numbers, sorry, the days of the week, and then the months as well. And then there's like this really cute grapefruit. So definitely citrus heavy. And the same thing. The month, the days of the week. Oh, well, what am I saying? The days of the month, the week, and then the actual months. And then these are like a little lemon like journal / planner. Let me move my hand out of the way so you can see like the little pen there. And there's actually these little like tassels right here, which are really cute, like a little lemon and a little leaf. And I just think that's cute. And the same thing, the numbers, the days of the week, and the months. Ooh. And then we have this cute lemon basket too, which I really like. It's very bright and happy. And then, oh, and then I forgot, I have these signs too. Here's a blank one, so you can kind of put whatever you like. And then there are the days of the week and then the months of the year too. And then you can kind of use these however you'd like. You can use them for like a monthly, a daily, if you just have like a Sunday or something, and like a weekly too. And then we have papers. I wonder if I can turn it to, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit so we can kind of fill the screen so you can see it. Let's see, I'm gonna scoot it right here. There's like a little bit of a glare right here. Okay, so this is just all one picture, like the background. And so you can kind of plan like up here, maybe add some widgets here, or if you want to cover up a lot of it, like you like if this is kind of, you want to like, I don't know, write on the whole thing, then you can just kind of add a shape in, well, I mean, I guess it should only work in Noteful, but I'm sure you can figure out, you can maybe make a transparent thing. You can kind of mess with the opacity here. And then you can write on top if you want to kind of have something opaque on top. But I figured it'd be really cute to just kind of have some widgets up here, or just kind of write like some plans here. like maybe like, you know, morning, afternoon, evening, and then just a pretty scene at the bottom. And then this one's really pretty. What's funny is, besides the boat, this little part here reminds me of, what is the second prequel movie of Star Wars? But the actual site is in Italy. I have to remember which one it is. It might be the second movie. And then I love this little house. This one you have more room to plan. But I love this little house down here. It's so pretty. Let me move my hand out of the way so you can actually see. And, oh. And then I think this one's really pretty. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of like maybe Greece instead. And then this kind of like more plain clouds at the top. And then this is really cute with the like little lemons. And then here's like a pretty door. So there's some pink and there's still plenty of room to kind of plan around. And then here's one of the little scooters. I know that like the name brand I believe is Vespa, but I think they're just like motorized scooters. And it has like a little Italian plate there. And then here's like a beach scene, nice and cozy. Wish I was at the beach. And then here's like another scene, very relaxing. And then this one is just like some peaches and oranges and a crate. So this should be really cute, maybe for like grocery list or anything, or breakfast, lunch, dinner. Let me see. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat. I'm trying to think. Maybe any of these would be really cute. Or you can just use shapes and just kind of match color. And I love this little like cafe here. That one's really cute. I know I say cute a lot, but I really think they are. I love the green stripes on this and the little outdoor scenes. It's just like a little peek at the bottom. Yeah, a lot of them are like windows, but very pastel and light. And here's like a truck of oranges, but you still have all of this like space up here that you can play in with. And I love this one too. These kind of remind me of like olives, but I don't know if they're, I actually had one, an olive tree, like clip art, but I didn't put it there. And then this is like a little lemon stand. Here's like a little beach bag here, which is really cute and kind of like the beach in the background. So you have lots of room to plan on here. And I like this one a lot. And then here's like a little pink one again. Hi, Delilah. I'm going to go back over the release for today. I'm at the end of the papers, but I'm going to swipe backwards so that everybody who just joined will see. And, okay, so I had another one. This one is already kind of like pre-done, but not really. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 lemons, and then here's like a blank spot at the top. So you can use this as like a weekly. You can put like, you know, what week information. You could just put like this week. And then you can have, you know, Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Monday, or you could have it for like today, like today's tasks, like a daily. And you can have like to do, errands, steps, any kind of habit stuff, priority. You can just kind of use those. So those are kind of, is all one, you know, image here. And so I just kind of did it a few times. And then here's another one with blue. And then another one with the yellow. This one, it looks like the blue one, but it's like a little bit more of like a greenish color. I couldn't decide. So that's why there's like a bluish one, and that's why there's a greenish one, because I like both. And then here's like the pink lemons again. Do I have more? Oh, I do have more. And then I just have some blank paper, because, not blank, but really pretty paper, because you can never have too much paper. And I like this one. It's so much fun. And then this one has like kind of like an oil painting kind of look. Well, yeah, like the brush stroke paint. And then this one kind of reminds me of like a market. It has like the tomatoes, and it has the fish and olives. So this would be a really cute one to put like a grocery list on top. And again, since it's very busy, you can just kind of use like your shapes in GoodNotes and in GoodNotes and in Noteful, and just kind of like, you can just kind of pick one of the colors. Well, you could just have it white if you'd want to, and have like, you know, what you're going to eat for the week, and then like a grocery list. You can kind of mess around with it. Or you can just kind of change the color and just kind of match it up a little bit. Why can't I'm messing around with like changing it around. Let's see, I can change one of the colors. Let's just pick, I like that color. So you can kind of do that with shapes. Sorry, I was kind of out of there, but yeah, only since it's like a very bold pattern. And then the pink lemons. Yeah, so here are the papers again. I'm just gonna flip through these real quick. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. And there's, yeah, you can use it for daily, weekly, or just tasks. And actually you can use it for like trackers for the week too. You can say like this week and use it as like a habit tracker. Like, I don't know, each thing that you want to get done for that week, you can use it for that way. I like the cute little pink scooter paper. This makes me want to go sailing. This makes me want to go to the beach. Yeah, so there's still plenty of room for most of them to kind of plan at the top or the side. I can't even talk, guys. Oh my word. This one again would be really cute for like grocery list. I'm trying to think what my favorite one is. I really like the beach one. Here we go. I think the little house one, and I think the house and that cafe, I think, are my favorites, but I still love this one. This one, it kind of reminds me of Greece. There's a little bit less room to plan, like more just at the top, but sometimes you don't really have much to plan and you just want something really pretty. So you could just throw up a couple like little widgets here, and then, you know, let's see. You can just kind of put like morning. Why am I not using my Apple Pencil, guys? Yeah. Let's see. Morning, afternoon. I have to unplug my iPad because it's getting hot while it's plugged into the charger. Yeah, so you can just kind of play around with it. And you can just have like some widgets at the top. I don't know why I'm like losing my voice. And then you still have like this whole pretty scene down here. And this could just be a quick daily. You can still have more room down here. And it's light enough that you can just kind of use text and like right there if you want to. But yeah. And then here are the signs again. Here's like a blank one, so you can do whatever you'd want with the blank one. And you could put like this week, this month, or maybe, I mean, you could probably just fit like a whole task on there, like mix and match with other stickers. And then you could have that for each day. And then of course, like the months. And I'm just going to go over the date dots again real quick for anybody who missed it. So here's the lemon basket date dots, and then it does have a blank one too. For each of them, there's a blank one too. So that way it's just deco. It doesn't have the numbers on top for the months. So you can put, just use it as deco, or maybe put your own little like label on it. And then the days of the week, and then the months of the year. And the cute journal / planner. Let me move it over. There we go. I think my favorite are the little tassels like at the bottom. I think that's cute. So there's the deco, and then of course the numbers, days of the weeks and months. And then the grapefruit. grapefruit. I don't know why I say great, but grapefruit. And then of course the week, the days of the week, and then the months. Oh, thank you for everybody who's sharing. That's so nice. And then this beautiful plate, which I love that. You could probably just write on here, maybe even like breakfast, lunch, dinner too, because the sticker gets pretty large. I can probably use that for like meal planning or something. I feel like that would be really nice. Well, let me make it a little bit smaller. And then we have our gelato. You could just use this for any time, maybe going for ice cream or a treat any time of year, because I like ice cream in the winter too. And there we go. And then here are some widgets. And we have morning, afternoon. Why is it doing that? Morning, afternoon, evening, and then like a little budget sticker. And to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, errands, and then there's a blank one, so you can put whatever you want. And then again, but with the pink lemons, morning, afternoon, evening, a little mini budget one to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, errands, and then the blank one. And then here's a few different blank ones that you can just kind of, you know, use however you want. You can use them on top of the papers if you'd like. And that is the release for today. So these come in, there's a PDF that you get of the papers. So all of the papers, I have it all of this is one file, but that's not how you get it. All of the papers are a PDF file, and then you get the Noteful elements, the Noteful and the elements. What are they called? Noteful stickers. Noteful stickers of each one, of each of the date dots, the widgets, and the papers. In the papers, you get like the stickers, and then in GoodNotes, you get the GoodNotes collection file that you can import into GoodNotes here. And so you get all of the same ones too, like even the papers. All you have to do is click on it and full size. Or you can just import, for the papers, you can just import the PDF. And let's see, all of these are in GoodNotes as well. And to import a GoodNotes collection file, if I don't have a video on it, I'll do one. I just have to look. You just kind of go to your elements and then scroll over to the plus. You probably don't have as many as I do. The little plus sign, and then import from. And once you download yours, you'll just have to go to downloads or wherever on your iPad. And everything's in a zip file. So there's one zip file that says Mediterranean vacation Noteful, and I'll say tap to unzip. So for a zip file, here, I'll just zip one right now so you can like, can I just compress this real quick? Will it let me? No, it won't. But usually it'll say like zip. You can just tap on it and it'll open up all the files. A Noteful collections file says dot collection. So you just tap on that, and for GoodNotes, it just brings it right into there. I'm sorry, I meant GoodNotes has dot collection. Noteful has dot Noteful dash stickers, I think. And then you just hit create. So that's how it is, how easy it is to bring it into GoodNotes. The reason why I don't do the pages with all of them on there is even showing you this example almost drove me crazy, just adding them all to the page one by one, then trying to line them up. And you can see I did not do a very good job anyway of lining them up. And then doing this in GoodNotes as well would drive me insane. So there's the GoodNotes collection files, the Noteful sticker files, and then you have a PDF of all of the papers as well. Do you get all the stickers on one page to sell on Etsy? Oh, how do you get all the stickers on one page to sell on Etsy? Oh, I gotta stop saying that. I don't sell on ETSY. If you look right below where it says shop, that's where I have mine. Oh, hold on. Did somebody text me real quick? Yeah, I just have it on my page. Let me turn down my volume real quick. I don't need like a loud thing. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's cut off. That's annoying. I wonder if I can make it smaller. Hold on, guys. I didn't realize it was like cut off. There we go. I didn't realize it was cut off. Sometimes you just really can't see anything. So yeah, that's where you can get my digital planner stickers. Yeah, on ETSY there are limits. It's a very small limit too. I think it's like 20 megabytes for a file, and all of digital planner files usually are like 100, 200 megabytes, some 50, but for the most part, usually people will just have a link. We'll have like a PDF or page with a link to Dropbox or something like that, in order to actually download the stickers. But for mine, it's all on one. Hopefully that helps budget coop life. But for mine, luckily, I don't have to worry about that. And I did post a video on when you do purchase something from the shop, how to download that, like that process, because after you pay, you do have to tap and download each file, but it does email you like a receipt, and then let's say you didn't download at checkout, you can download again. I think it has like a button that you tap, and then you have to open it and put in your email again, and then you're able to like re-download again, just in case, you know, you want to like re-download or anything too. What was I doing? I'm sorry. I was like getting distracted. Hold on. Let me go back because I feel like I'm trying not to mess anything up. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I was like, maybe I should do my plans for tomorrow. But I also had an idea, which I didn't have time to do. But you could also use these papers as, you can use it with like the habit tracker pack. But let's see. Let me see if I have it on here. I should have the habit tracker. I do. And let's see. There's the white one. And ooh. But this could be something like really easy if you have like the habit tracker circle ones. I think it's just called habit tracker pack or something. I mean, it's a little bit see-through, but if you're just putting like a little sticker or a little dot or a little star on top, you could also just keep it up here because that'd be really cute. So you could also do that. I was just thinking of other ideas besides like notes. The other one probably would need a white one, but I just think that that's like a cute idea. It's something that I would do. And I need to post my habit tracker, guys. I meant to post it like every single day, and I've just been checking off things, or like, well, adding my little icons, but my little charms. But I kind of forgot to just make a video, and then I was trying to play catch up too. But I feel like these would just be cute with like the little habit tracker circles on it. This one probably have to be a little bit, I don't know if I'd want it that small, but I don't know. You can always make something nice. Oh, did I forget to actually copy it? Yeah, I think so. Copy. I'm just going to show you what it looks like on some of these. It would look nice. I wonder with the little lemon, I'll see about the like little lemon sign. I don't know. And I have a lot of elements, not elements here. I always get confused because, not confused, but GoodNotes has elements and Noteful just has like Noteful stickers. But, what's I going to say? Just like I kind of change out stickers like seasonally. Oh, thank you for following, Wildberry. Just like I kind of change out stickers like seasonally, I probably would do that here. I already have all of like my sticker files and everything saved. So even if I like delete it from here, I still have it. But you can also like, let's say you're not big on like, you know, these kind of the stickers or elements files. You can just kind of go through and just make your own like sticker sheet if you want to, and just add them all. What app am I using? Right now I'm using Noteful, but you can also use GoodNotes, and there's other apps too. I'm just not really familiar with them, like Colanote and FreeNotes and everything. I just like Noteful, well, a lot of reasons, like layers, you can change the opacity. I've just kind of gotten used to it. And then all of the digital stickers and papers are here, like from my shop. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice, guys. I've only been on like 30 minutes so far. Yeah, so that's where all the digital stickers are. And then if you are new to digital planning, I have a video pinned, how to start digital planning. It's on here, and also YTube as well. If you're new to digital planning, if you're not, then that's where all my things are. But yeah, so quite a few people use Noteful and GoodNotes for the most part. And some people use both. I still have both, but I mostly just use Noteful. That's just kind of my thing. Let me see if I need to turn on. Do I need to turn on this light? It doesn't really do much. Okay, I don't really need it. Oh, what was that? And what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was just Josie, I was just showing the new releases. Is that fuzzy? Hey guys, hold on. I'm gonna pretend like I'm I'm gonna wipe the camera lens and my phone lens, and sorry if it feels like I'm wiping your phone. I feel like I'm probably invading your space. It cleared up a little bit, but I think it's just the lighting in here, which is pretty terrible. Got to figure out how to like actually screen share like my iPad, and that would probably be a little bit better, but I'd have to work on software for that. I mean, there are softwares, but I have to figure out how that'd work with TikTok. But yeah, if you have any more questions, just let me know. But this would be a really cute daily. Well, today's Tuesday, so I would have to do a daily for like tomorrow. But I would just have like a little Monday here. Or, let's see. I kind of like the hanging one. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I feel like that would be really cute in the corner. I kind of like that. And then, excuse me, guys. Now I gotta think, the pink or the blue, because the pink might blend in, but I don't know. I do like pink a lot, so let me see what the blue is. Let me see what the blue looks like. Morning, afternoon. I don't think it clashes too much. It seems like a lot's happening on the page, but at least everything kind of has like its own area. I don't know. I like the blue stands out, but the pink is like pretty fun too. I mean, I like it. Let's see. I don't even know which one I'd stick with. Maybe we'll just do the pink for now. Yeah, I have a video pinned, how to start digital planning, and I actually have every year, well, the last 3 years, I've done a free digital planner for that year. So, you know, obviously I have one for 2026. And I show how to download that digital planner, and then how to import stickers and use stickers, and also how to use Noteful. If you are, you know, a Noteful, if you're not really sure which one to use. You can always change apps. I started out on GoodNotes like with basically everybody, because there really wasn't that many alternatives. I think there was NoteShelf or Notability. I can't remember which one was around back then, and that was a good 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And then I just find it easier to be able to like do layers and everything. You can lock, you know, you can lock different things too. You can lock in GoodNotes too, but I like using layers as well. Okay, I feel like that'd be really cute, like one for tomorrow. And I feel like I'm always bad at like, Noteful is free. Noteful's free. And then if you want to upgrade to Pro, I think it is, where's my chat at? I think it's that much. Anybody can chime in. Or maybe it's that much for Noteful. I can't really remember. But that's like a one-time upgrade for Noteful. For GoodNotes, I think now there's a monthly, yearly, and you used to be able to do a one-time for GoodNotes, which I had paid for, which is $30. But I don't know if that's still true, if you can still pay for a one-time for GoodNotes. For me, starting out, in the video, the pinned one here, for how to start digital planning, I just show how to use Noteful. And also, like, for Noteful, this is where you would like upgrade. I also, the theme starts out with like this really light color. I like dark mode, so that's why I'm in dark mode with everything black. Yeah, I just like it that way. Which one was I on? I was on here. But for me, it's kind of easy to learn, and some people pick up things pretty easily, but a lot of people still like GoodNotes, and a lot of people like Noteful, and a lot of people have switched. But I've seen some videos on Colanote. I don't know whether that is free, whether Colanote's not free. I think Freenotes starts out free. Use GoodNotes, but a lot of people use Noteful. Different. Nika, I really like Noteful. So I know that there's people, you know, who like both, but I really like Noteful. At this point, I feel like GoodNotes is too glitchy for me. Some people, it doesn't really bother them at all, but you plan on Noteful, but use GoodNotes for stickers. Yeah, exactly. And that's what, yeah, Delilah said she plans in Noteful, but uses GoodNotes for stickers, which you can totally do that, because all you have to do is just copy and paste or drag and drop them over. Because a lot of shops will have just GoodNotes sticker files, and that is kind of a pain to like bring them all over to Noteful, and you really don't have to do that, because unless it's like a seasonal pack, you know, you might do all that and then not use that pack like the next month, and you just did all that work switching it over to Noteful, and all you have to do is just bring up, you can just split screen Noteful and GoodNotes, okay, or what is it called, or slide over, whichever one you want. Yeah, like let's pretend like this is like a GoodNotes, like you want to switch to Noteful, but you're like, oh, I have a whole bunch of GoodNotes stickers. Do I have to switch? Like, I mean, do I have to like, you know, move them all over? No, you don't have to do that. You can just copy and paste, and you might be able to drag and drop too. Let me see. Can you just lasso? Yeah. Okay. There we go. It's because I'm trying to use my finger. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm even trying to use my hand. But yeah. So, like, you can still switch to Noteful and just do what Delilah does, and other people too. Yeah, some shops only do GoodNotes. Some shops do individual PNGs, a Noteful file, and GoodNotes. And God bless them. I can only stick to the stickers and collections in like a PDF. But yeah, so some of the differences are for Noteful are layers, and layers are not hard at all. I think that like intimidates some people, but it really isn't. It really isn't. So when you have like a digital planner, like you import like a PDF or a digital planner, that doesn't even count as a layer. Let me go to one of my 2026 planners. So I have like some free 2026 planners, and I'll just show you. Here's trying to think. I'm trying to think one that I haven't played around in, so it doesn't have any layers already. Yeah, look, I was playing around with that one, so it has layers. I'm gonna have to erase those. Let's see, this pastel one. Sometimes I like show examples and then I totally forget that I added in a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So so the free version of Noteful, I think you can only add 2 layers, but you can lock layers too, and you can rename them. So let's say you have the free version, and let's say you have a planner. This is my free 2026 digital planner. This one's the Monday Start, but I have 4 different versions in Monday and Sunday Start. The planner itself does not count as a layer. And I don't even know. Oh, I don't have the things. I don't have the things to show you, like a file organizer that you have on your desk, maybe at work, where you just kind of slip papers in. I just think of it as that, like there's different tiers of papers. And let's see, a reason why you might want to use layers is, hi Kayla, how are you? A reason why you might want to use layers is, let's see, I'm going to use one of these. Maybe you like this monthly layout, but maybe you don't. Here, like, let me go over to a weekly. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't really want the weekly to look like this. I'm going to add in like a sticker on top. So let me get to like one of the pages. And oh yeah, let's use the lemons. So I'm going to add these lemons on top. I was hoping I didn't miss you. So glad. Oh, yay. I have a release today, which is the Mediterranean vacation. I did like a little swipe through a video too, and I can do it at the end again too. So I just added this on top. I wonder if I can just stretch it a bit without distorting it. So I really like this on top. Actually, this is really cute. I made my realistic one, but now I'm like, do I want to do this one? Because this is really pretty. I could probably just steal the page and add it in anyway. So anyway, maybe you want to use this one for the weekly instead of that. You can have this on top, and yes, you can lock it in GoodNotes. You can lock it in Noteful. The only thing is that sometimes it thinks you're like, here's the lasso. It thinks you're trying to move it. Let's see. I'm gonna try to add like Monday on top. Let me grab like a sticker or something. Maybe I'll just write Monday. Let's just use text, and then I'll just write Monday. I'm just using the swipe, and then I'll just resize it. Here, I'll just stick that for like Monday. Okay. So I have that there, and then maybe I'm going to move this around. And of course it'll probably work this time. Yeah. So I'm trying to lasso Monday, but sometimes Noteful thinks I'm trying to select the whole big background, and I'm not. You might have to like tap out of it and then do it like that. It's kind of annoying. So another thing I can do is, yeah, look, I have to like tap to unlock it. What I can do is just have this one on a bottom layer that's locked. And so right now it's on layer 2. I'm just going to move it down to layer 1. So I'm going to go to move layer 1. This may not bother anybody else, but I like layers. And then you might see other lives like Chelly and Daria Daria doesn't really come live on TikTok that much, but Last Rituals, and she will literally layer so many things and it's so beautiful. But that's almost impossible to do in GoodNotes. You can lock everything, but it's very hard to move a lot of things. You have to go through and unlock it all. So I moved this to layer 1, and I can just rename this one like bottom. You don't have to rename anything, but I just do it. Or I can just rename it background. I'm going to rename it background just so I know what it is. And then I'm going to make sure that it's locked. So I'm going to lock it here. At the top layer, I have Monday and let's lasso. And guess what? It's not trying to move this around. It's not being glitchy. Now maybe, hi Patricia. Maybe, it doesn't bother anybody else that it keeps trying to select different things, but it does me. Like if it's on a different layer that's locked, like I love it. You can have a locked, you can name it like locked. You can name it, bottom. You can have one layer that says like edit. And if you have the one-time pro upgrade, I still can't remember if it was the 4 or the 5. If anybody remembers for Noteful, you can have, I don't even know how many layers you can have. I mean, I'm up to like 9 now. But you can have one that has like background. You can have one named stickers. You can have one named writing or text. It doesn't really matter. But I don't even know. I did all that. And I didn't even know. But yeah, so you can just kind of have this. And then I'm just going to, I'll just duplicate it because actually this is kind of turning out really cute. Although, should I have the whole number there? The whole number. My goodness, guys. First, I should probably change the color. I know I'm using it as an example, but maybe I should do like MUN, like just 3 letters. And then maybe change the color. But that would be really cute as a weekly. Well, it started out as an example, but now I think it's really cute. I can do Monday, Tuesday, and I mean you can do it in GoodNotes as well. It's just if you're really good at like locking and unlocking and everything, also in GoodNotes and in Noteful, you can change if you lasso images and all that. I can't really stand the on and off and on and off and on and off. Like it drives me insane. I'd rather just put it on a lock layer and do stuff on the top. Like it drives me crazy. Maybe, GoodNotes will improve in time. But I personally feel like they benefit from, I feel like GoodNotes benefits from digital planners, but they care more about like college note takers. I don't know. That's like the vibe I get. And then they're just implementing all these things. Yeah. I think if you're used to it, first of all, anybody can learn anything new. So, don't listen to anybody who says you can't learn anything new. You absolutely can learn something new. And you don't have to bring over your whole entire everything if you don't want to. Like, just bring over like your habit tracker, maybe, what is it called? Not photo journaling. Like digital scrapbooking, like memory keeping. Maybe it's just daily tasks, like something really, really easy until you're really used to Noteful. And then it'll become like second nature. Like again, I used GoodNotes for like since the beginning. And then last fall, I finally switched to Noteful and I'm like, I'm not going back. No, and it's not really going to. Like the app thing, I just kind of have to let it go for right now or else I'll get too stressed about it. But yeah, so everything's just on my shop right now. You're still GoodNotes forever? Yeah. See, you're good. You're probably a lot better with GoodNotes than I am. But yeah, I've only been in Noteful for 1 year, and GoodNotes I don't know, 2018, back in the digital planner stone ages. when there was only literally like 3 or 4 digital planner creators. There was like hardly anything on Etsy. I think it was Create with Lucy. Boho Berry is who I learned, who I discovered digital planning. Create with Lucy is still on TikTok, but I don't think she posts that much. Who else was one of the first ones that Boho Berry was the main one, but she I don't think she does any of that anymore. I don't even know if her YouTube videos are still up. I probably shouldn't say YTube. And she was the first person who I ever saw really use Procreate for digital planning. And so I just kind of learned from some of her tutorials and stuff too, but she's not really on anymore. But yeah, anyway, you can always start something new. I don't shop at one store. I don't use like one software. I'm always open to learning new stuff, and everybody else is too. But I think you just have to use what you're comfortable with. You know, you have to use what you're comfortable with. But also, if you do have a lot of stickers and GoodNotes, you can literally just use it as a sticker book too. Let's see. Okay, so this would be a cute weekly. And also, you don't have to add it into like a digital planner if you don't want to. I like a hyperlinked planner to start if you're new to digital planning, but just so it's a little bit easier to kind of like track if you want to. But also, you can just have a notebook. You can just, I don't even know, guys, I don't even know what day it was on. I did that and I don't even know what day it was on. Oh, there we go. But yeah, you can just use a notebook if you want to, like create a notebook. And then you can just, you know, have a notebook name and just make it, you know, I just named it plans. And just start from there. You don't even need like a whole thing. But if you do want a free digital planner, 2026 digital planner, I have it in that pastel, black and white. They're all Sunday and Monday start. What is the other one? Sorry, I'm saying a lot, guys. Neutral, and then floral as well. And that's what the floral one looks like. And they're right here. And then, yeah, in the video, how to start digital planning, that's pinned. I'll show you how to download it too. And Monday and Sunday start. It's always a split who's Monday and Sunday start, which is so funny because in my mind, I'll think like, oh, okay, I'm planning ahead for the week. It's Sunday, I'm planning ahead. But working, I'm just a stay-at-home mom now. But when I was working, in my mind, I worked Monday through Friday. So in a planner, I'm always Monday start for sure, like totally Monday start. Also, you could also use the hyperlink digital planner if you have, you could just have one separately for work if you want to. I have one just for like content where I plan like for lives and stuff. So you can have more than one planner if you'd like. What else is different with Noteful? You can, in Noteful, you can link, images to other pages in your notebooks, and you can into other planners in Noteful, and also to web pages. So maybe you have like a screenshot of a recipe. You can copy maybe the blog title. URL. You can copy it and then just pretend like this is, I don't know, spaghetti or something, a picture of whatever recipe. You can just do link and then link it to that recipe. And then all you have to do is like tap on it and it'll go to it. You can link within Noteful. So yeah, I have like a hyperlink like notebook. But one thing you can do is maybe you have, I don't know, a page somewhere that you want to link to. You can have your own links. So I can link that to like this page if I want to. And I also believe to other notebooks within Noteful too. But I think that, I don't know if anybody really uses it anymore. because there's outlines and bookmarks, although I do like that. And then one of the bigger things is that I like besides layers is the shapes in GoodNotes as well. You can like change the color and everything. You can also link shapes. You can link shapes, text. In Noteful, you can link. In GoodNotes, you can wait. In GoodNotes, you can link text, but it makes this line under it that you can't get rid of. In Noteful, you can link images, shapes, text, and it doesn't add a line. But also, you can change the opacity. So sometimes people will mostly use GoodNotes and then maybe bring over an image into Noteful, and an image you can bring down the opacity, and then you can just kind of copy and paste this into like GoodNotes. So some people use Noteful as just kind of like a tool to bring down the opacity, and let's say I had like this image, maybe they wanted it to use it in GoodNotes. But you could definitely use whatever you're comfortable with. I'm sure. I mean, there's people who use Zoom Notes. I haven't used that before. I know I keep saying the same thing, but I don't really know how many people use Colanote. I think I watched a live where somebody was using it, and I think it just has a little bit to go in order to kind of catch up with GoodNotes and Noteful. I know you can do palettes too. Palettes as well. In Noteful, you can add PDFs within PDFs. Oh my goodness, hyperlinked PDFs within PDFs. So let's say I had that other planner. Let's pretend this is a 2026 planner. I can actually add in another whole planner within it, and all the links will work. So basically you can combine like two hyperlinked planners and all the links will still work. I haven't done that. I believe Chelly has done that for her blooming planner, and then her man, I can't think of like her newer one, that what it's called, but it's more of the notebook style one. I can't even show you the notebook, but where it has sections. So I mean, most people won't really use that, but you can do that too. Anybody else can help me out to remember things, because there's still a lot of similar things. It's not that hard to like switch over. Yeah. And then I just kind of change up everything. But anyway, this would be a cute daily spread for like tomorrow. I love this little house. It somehow a tiny bit reminds me of the Encanto house, only because my kids were watching Encanto, but like not really, but kind of a little bit. I think because it looks like it belongs in like a warm hemisphere, like a warm climate, the home. But yeah, a little bit reminds me of it. Infinity, yes. She has an infinity planner, and it looks like, I wish I could show you my I don't know where it is, my traveler's notebook. And within the traveler's notebook, you can have multiple notebooks within the planner. I think the Louise Carmen has one. They just call it Louise Carmen, but I believe the original style of that is just called Traveler's Notebook. Hobonichi has one, and you can just switch in and out the little notebooks. But I don't even think I have it close enough to like show you. No, as soon as I want something, can't find it. But yeah, it's just kind of like you could have multiple different notebooks within it. But yeah, I was just basically sharing, like, you can add in like another PDF hyperlink notebook within an already hyperlink notebook, and all the links will still work. I mean, you can still delete pages and the overall notebook would work, but like in here, if I deleted this page, if I deleted this weekly page, then, you know, if I went to it, it wouldn't go anywhere. But anyway, I think I'm just trying to think of the differences, but now I can't really. I think I just got so used to it, but I try to stay up to speed with GoodNotes. They definitely do have a lot of updates. Noteful, I would say not as much. The latest ones was color palettes. I think that was the most recent update. Was how you can just save color palettes, and I might do that. I should have did a color palette for this one, but then again, I usually use text, and I don't think the color palettes show up in here yet. There's an update today. Yeah, I think you just have to be dedicated at this point to stay, because I think I'm just impatient. I really do. Like, I can't, after like a few times of things not working, I can't deal with it. But yeah, I would say if I did email Noteful, what I would ask for is, I believe Daria has emailed it before, or maybe Chelly has. I'll have to ask next time. Is the color palettes to show here? I know you can add the hex code here. Hi, Lisa. I'm sorry I didn't even get to say hi. Hi. And yeah, I would want the color palettes here, because I know for like the pen tool, you can access like the color palettes. I don't really have, this was me playing around with the color palettes. I know that you can import color palettes. I just had to figure out how to save them too. I know how to create one, paste color codes. I'll have to play around with it, but I mean, I don't know how many people would actually use color palettes. And what I usually do anyway, oh, look at me. What I usually do anyway is I always use the color picker for the most part. If I want a color close, to anything in here, which I don't really think, I feel like green would blend in. I'd probably just stick with black, but I usually just use the color picker. Like, yeah, I would just end up changing to black. No worries, just here to vibe. I know that's kind of how I feel. Like, I listen to lives when I'm cooking, folding laundry, when I'm planning. Usually the kids are running around in the background. So I think that's a cute weekly. And then probably just put like this week. Or you can put this week here and like the days of the, my goodness, what is this week? Yesterday was the 13th. So you can say 13th to whatever. If you had a Sunday start, 12th to whatever. Or you can make this like, I don't know, priorities or something. But you could plan on here, but also like have it as like habit tracker. You could also do like if it's for work for the day, maybe like little things, maybe even meal planning. I think you can probably, what the good thing about digital planning is, you can zoom in a lot. So that's one thing I like. Let me duplicate this and then do this. I'll just keep it black for now. But let's say it's like a meal planner. You can just say like meals. And I'm still going to do, the grocery thing too, guys. That whole thing too, with all the papers, to make your basically meal planning binder or recipe book. So I'm really excited about that. I think I just have a few things coming up that, probably late July, early August, football. I think I have the college templates I'm still working on, Delilah. And I did not forget. And there was one more. The food, the meals. Because in the meals one, I'll do more colors of like the grocery list too. I think it was just meals, football, and then I have sort of an autumn one. That would probably be the beginning of August, the very, very beginning of August, but it's kind of a summer feel too. So I think those are the things that I kind of had planned. Oh no, I'm excited about it, and it'd be very, very simple. So, yeah, but guys, the last few weeks I was dealing with a lot, so I just kind of had to let it go and just kind of move on. But yeah, so meals. And then I can't even, like, I have to be honest, like, I'll meal plan, guys, but sometimes it just gets changed around. Have you ever did that kind of like planned ahead? And we always have leftovers. So I'm just gonna like tilt this a little bit. So let's say I did like a chicken salad. I probably could just use a smaller one. And so even though I did that chicken salad for dinner, it honestly, in reality, it would just be leftovers too until it's gone. It's probably like 2 days, honestly. Like I'd probably have it for lunch. So we're definitely like leftovers people, me and my husband. I'm so glad we're very much on the same page as that. Because some people, one spouse is fine with leftovers and the other one's not. We are definitely like, what can we make that we can get a few lunches out of it? But he did take out beef, and I'm trying to think. I think we're just gonna make like a taco bowl kind of thing. I mean, this is just kind of like an example. Like that was lunch and dinner. Breakfast is, you know, whatever. Sometimes breakfast is protein coffee. And is that the best thing? No, but that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is for us. What did I say? Yeah, he took out beef. So we're just gonna do like a taco bowl. Have you guys ever had like a taco bowl, but instead of rice, you have it over like potatoes? Okay, that's kind of like what we're gonna do. Although he's probably still gonna make rice too, because he always makes rice. So, but I feel like I just want to make this like a tip. What was that? Guys, what just happened? Let me unplug this. Let's go back. Enough storage. Noteful. What's happening? Oh, why did I open Procreate? You go, Selma. If you're not picky, elbow pasta, cream of mushroom, and chicken soup with ground beef and corn. Ooh, super easy and lots of recipes once you find your amount to make. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Now, does the cream of mushroom taste mushroomy? Because we're not mushroom people. But if it's just kind of like a base and it kind of all goes together and there's not really a mushroom taste, then it's like totally fine. Let me... Is it gonna quit again? Are you gonna act up again? My whole reflection is there. They do like mushrooms. They eat. My kids are so funny. They're like... Oh yeah, so in Noteful as well, you can do tags here, which is fine, but then after you have like a million tags, like, I wish you could kind of like collapse it over. Cheese, top it with cheese of your choice. Okay, I'll have to screenshot that suggestion. Okay, that way. Actually, I might just write it down. Gonna hear me wrestle around my paper. Okay. Actually, where was I? I was over in... Actually, don't really remember which one. It's probably that one. I'm just writing it down right now. You're gonna hear me like scribble scrabble. You'll DM it to me? Oh, thank you. That way I don't have to like scribble it around. Okie dokie. Okay. Thank you, Amanda. We usually kind of do very similar things, but then kind of change it up every week. Hopefully this won't crash on me again. I was just praising you, Noteful, and you want to act up. But also when my iPad's plugged in and it's on this mat thing, it makes it really warm. So also I need to take off more things and add it to my external hard drive. So that's on my list too, guys. I'm still catching up on everything. Taco bowl. So some examples, not that you care that much about what we usually make, but we will do some variation of a taco bowl. Pasta with like basically pasta with meatballs, but we don't do spaghetti sometimes. We'll just use whatever kind of pasta. I think there's like this street corn recipe that we like, but we'll add chicken into it. But it's really good. And he found it on Pinterest. My husband's Mr. Pinterest and Mr. TikTok finding stuff. But usually if it's like rice, protein, veggie, I don't even know if I can spell it, like teriyaki. We also don't mind, do I know how to spell black? Yeah, teriyaki chicken. We don't mind having like some of the same things every week. We honestly both just get done. Like, we kind of get over like cooking anything. So if I made that Saturday, well, let's see, if I made that, Wednesday for dinner, then we're most likely going to eat it again like Thursday. So yeah, but also nothing against if you really don't like leftovers. I mean, if it's really good, throw in pizza. We always have like some Costco frozen pizzas. Sometimes we're kind of over it, but that's also one thing that it's just easy. And our kids are 2 and 4, so they really don't eat a lot. Oh, look at me duplicating. I just want to resize. Our kids like don't really eat a ton of food. They definitely want to be like little snack people, and usually we have enough leftover pizza. This is just me fictionally like filling it out. So honestly, for the week I really only have to plan like 1, 2, 3 days, because usually the next day is leftovers, and then just throw pizza in there somewhere and we're pretty much complete. But I feel like before kids we used to, no, we still like leftovers then too. We don't really eat out a lot. Maybe that when our kids are older we will. The last time we went to Cheesecake Factory, was our son 1? I don't know. He was like in one of the little chairs like at the end, and I don't know, just out of nowhere he was like eating like fries on a plate, and then he just moved it and just kind of flew off. And you love lemons, Chelsea? I do too. I just feel like they're just nice and bright. I feel like you can use lemons like, all year round. But yeah, so anyway, you know how like at a restaurant, usually in the kitchen, there's always at least one waitress or waiter who drops a plate or something, and then you just kind of move on. Well, it was my son who dropped this little plate and it broke, but I don't even know if he was 1 yet. He probably wasn't 1. They didn't care. I mean, we felt bad, and I'm sure the Cheesecake Factory has broken a number of plates, but it was an accident. It fell off the table, but I still felt bad. But yeah, we don't really go out that much. But if you do, if you already know you're going to be eating out somewhere, you can just kind of put, Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Amanda. We do like trying new things, and I think that there's like protein bowls and stuff. I think we liked chopped salads before. Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear about the, basically not food poisoning? What is happening? I know it's not listeria. It's, my goodness. All these people are having like, I don't want to get in trouble, like explosive diarrhea, stomach issues, are in the ER because of maybe a bacteria on fruits, veg, all that. Are you guys on that side of the news or TikTok? What was I gonna say? But yeah, usually I like chopped salads and stuff too, but I haven't really been in the mood for that. I could literally eat just like a whole bowl of fruit though, but they're just kind of making me nervous with that being, I mean, we had apples. That's about it, but I don't think that's part of it. What was I gonna say? Chelsea, when you said I love lemons. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, even though it's like Mediterranean vacation, You can always just use it. I just added this habit tracker on top because I felt like it would be really cute. But I mean, I really wouldn't mind lemons all year round. Also, you can always use it on like a plain paper or something for like grocery shopping if you buy lemons. And sometimes, oh yeah, here are all the date dots. I'll just flip through real quick. Because I wasn't sure. Yeah, so here it is, Mediterranean vacation. Sorry for everybody who already saw the flip through. And then here's some widgets. Sorry, it's like, let me put it back. There we go. And so, here's some of the widgets, and there's a blank one so you can do whatever you want with. And there's a pink one. And then there's, there's tiny little lemons in there. And then, of course, you can use any of these that are blank too. The gelato. I feel like I want to go to Rita's now. Anybody near Rita's? I don't really know besides Pennsylvania. I think New Jersey has Rita's. Somebody said Florida has Rita's ice too. Maryland has Rita's. Anybody else have Rita's? But anyway, you can get like water ice, Italian ice, whatever you call it. And you can get like the gelato on top. That's what I really want right now. But anyway, you do have Rita's. I know first day of spring usually you get free, you can get the free Rita's, but I haven't really did that. But yeah, the date dots, days of the week, months, and then here's just like a plain one. I love these plates. I'm probably going to use that somehow for meal planning. Even if I add like a shape on top, even if I add, I feel like I'm always adding something on top. Resize. Let's do this. And then let's change the color to, I'm always using the dropper. Maybe this pretty color or blue. But yeah, then you can just kind of do like breakfast, lunch, dinner. Or if you're tracking your meals, the very opposite, you can write what you've already eaten. You can do that too. Like what's on my plate? You can make it a little bit smaller if you want to. But you could, oh, I deleted the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so I love those. Of course, it has a little lemon on it. Yeah, making it slightly transparent would have been really nice, except for I can't go. Can I go back? Okay, okay. Me messing around. I'm gonna have to take some stuff off my iPad too. Yeah, like slightly transparent. I feel like that's really cute. And then the grapefruit. And then I love these. And then the lemons, of course. And then these. And I don't know if it's anybody else, but I said you can use the lemons anytime. It might be a little bit, I would say even for Christmas, if I had like a single one. My grandmother for Christmas, she would always get nuts. She would always get oranges. She would always get like apples and fruits and like nuts for Christmas. Anybody else do that? My grandmother's no longer with us and I haven't done it, but it just kind of reminds me like of her. Like I should have did one with oranges so that I could use it around Christmas time, thinking about her. But yeah, I'm not sure if that was just a thing our family did. Although, I don't know, I feel like they always sell nuts around Christmas time. But yeah, this one could just be like an ice cream run. Or just for fun. What was I thinking? I had like an idea. I hate when I lose the idea that I had. Let's see. My brain's gone. I'm gonna mute real quick and take a drink of water, okay guys? Let me Okay, I'm so glad that was muted because I was chugging. I'm trying to think what would be a cute date dot. What would be a cute date dot? I mean, any of them. I know, what was yesterday? Yesterday was like the 13th. You can mix and match fruit. Why not? I just kind of play around with it. Sometimes I don't really date anything because I just already know, like, you know, even though it's a lemon, I could still put the grapefruit there. And I think yesterday was the 13th. But if you didn't want to use it for meals, it could be like the week. Even the little basket of lemons would be really cute. Oh, I didn't finish the flip through. I forgot to show you the papers. More lemons. And though here's one of the signs I use, the blank signs. And I think I want to add some of these into my habit tracker. But also these would be cute, like Wednesday, and then morning, afternoon, evening. I like all of these. I'm trying to think which one would be good for... Guys, aside, I haven't been to the beach yet. Quite ridiculous that I haven't been to the beach this summer yet. But yeah, heavy on the lemons, but there's some non-lemons too. I wish I had this bag in real life. I think that would be really fun. I know, I told myself I'm just going to start doing dailies so I can use every single thing. Oh, I kind of like this one. It's okay, I used the other one as an example, but the gingham one. But I really like this one. Let's see. This would be really pretty with one on there. Oh, and the plates. I gotta figure out which one I'm gonna use the plates on too. Like, this would be good for a grocery list. Although I'm trying to think. Do I have the regular widgets on here? Sometimes I have to, I'm like, do I even have all my widgets on here too? Oh, I do. I have all my widgets. Okay. There's a free digital sticker pack in the shop there that I think it's just called widgets. You might have to like scroll down to view all and go all the way. Actually, you might be able to search. I'm gonna double check that. But here's a bunch of widgets that you can just use on the papers. And now, do I want to attempt this one? It's very, very busy. I might have to add colors underneath. Colors meaning shapes. Let's see, do I have like the grocery list on here? The one that I'm gonna do in multiple colors? Do I have it on? I should. I can't believe I've been on here an hour and a half, guys. Just jibber jabbering. But I could do this for hours. I really could. Oh, there we go. Grocery list. And then let's do I do have breakfast, lunch, dinner, but actually I could just make it a grocery list instead of having it the meals for the week and a grocery list. I can just have it as a grocery list. I think that would be really cute. Yeah, so ideally these would be together. Also, if you don't have like a hyperlink planner. It could just be like one page without all those tabs. So this could be the meals, and then this could be like the grocery list. And there's a couple lemons in there. I feel like they still are complementary, kind of go together, but that's an easy thing you can do is just add grocery list on top. And there's going to be more colors of this. If I do more colors, some might be solid and not semi-transparent, but some might be semi-transparent, or maybe I'll do both. I'm really excited about that. And the things that I feel like I'm finally getting back on track. I still have some realistic stuff that I'm going to do. But I think I have more of that for the fall. So like along with like the pouches and that kind of thing. I'm not done with like the budget planner and stuff too. So let's see, because even the budget ones, or even like the notebooks, let me see. I like just kind of having everything. So maybe you have, let's see, what can we mix and match? Oh, the yellow would be pretty, but then the olive would be too, I wonder if that just kind of blends in too much, like the green. Let's do something else. Actually, silver rings might look better. Oh, what am I doing? Let me also, do I need to do, did that help any? Yeah, I think I like the dark looks better. Let's see, silver rings, and let me just pick a color. I'm just kind of, what is going on? It's like plugging in and out. Let me just unplug this. Oh, I think I was hitting the power cord. Okay, what color? Yellow is always just a good color to choose. And this is from the budget, like the budget binder ones too. So that'd be really pretty if we just want something, you know, pretty for like budgeting. Which iPad are you planning on? This one is the iPad Pro, and I got it 2021. So this one's 5 years old, and it's the iPad Pro. I don't know how much space. Not as much space as the other one, the new ones have now. But yeah, iPad Pro 2021. I also have an iPad Mini, which is downstairs. I also have an iPad Mini that I got last year. And I got that for my birthday because I really wanted an iPad Mini, and I use that a lot when I am, actually I kind of use both, but when I don't want my arm to break off, I use the Mini. And then my whole purpose of getting the Mini too is to read on it, but it's so easy to kind of hold and just write. It's very light. So the Mini is my little baby, and this is like my power horse, my workhorse actually. Yeah, but this is just one of the budget ones. And then maybe you're gonna go on vacation, and do you prefer to plan on the Mini or the Pro? I think it's just preference. I really think it's just preference, Chelsea, like which one you kind of like. I create on the Pro. I kind of need the power behind it. I love the color of the screen. You just bought the Mini, Lauren? But I love the Mini. The Mini's like my little baby, and it's so light. I just put it in my bag. I've tried bringing this around, and it's heavy. If somebody was like new to digital planning and they don't have an iPad, or they're like, oh, I'm gonna get a newer iPad, I would say to go in the middle and just get like one of the regular size iPads. My sister, you love your Mini, Delilah? Yeah, I do too. My sister has the Pro, but I believe it is it 10 or 11? She got hers a few years back. Good. This is the 12.9 from 2021, but then I think they made the Pro, I think they changed it to 13. If anybody has a newer Pro, they might know. Yeah, mine's 2021, and my husband's was 2021. You have an Air too, but you never plan on it. Yeah, it's kind of like, if I'm personally just planning, I like the Mini. But I also like watching movies on it. You have the 2026 Pro 13-inch, yeah. So I have both, and I feel like I couldn't give up both because I really like both. They both like serve a purpose to me. I feel like the mini, I love it, but like the display is really, really beautiful on the Pros, and I can watch movies. I don't know. I really like the Pro as well. But if I'm in bed or like I'm on the couch, then I like the mini. My sister's in the middle, and I believe she has the Pro that is, I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's 11-inch. It's a little bit smaller. Yeah, my, what you say, my whole is in my, oh, like your whole life is in your Pro. Exactly. I have so much. I have so much on the Pro. That's why I have an external hard drive. I know. I do hope they'll get an updated mini with a nicer screen, because I feel like we get such just rich, good quality. I don't even know if you can even tell on the live. Like, yeah, your whole life. I knew what you meant. Your whole life is on the Pro. Exactly. Like, Procreate on the Pro, love it. Procreate on the mini, no. Not so much. The display is just so beautiful. I do have, you guys saw that I got the, sorry, it's so loud. I actually got the, kind of like paper, like kind of thing, with the tips. And so I do like personally using this because I like the feel of it and the like sound of it, but it takes away from like the brilliance of like, of the Pro. So when I'm live, I don't have it on here, but I do like to use it with like the metal tips, not this one, because it'll wear down the tip. Also, if you have a glass screen protector, you can use the metal tips too. It won't really bother this one or like the metal one, doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, that would be my advice. If you don't have anything, go in the middle. The mini might be too small for you. The Pro is heavy and big, but it's beautiful. And it's like almost like a laptop. It's the Pro is like a powerhouse. I even like edit CapCut videos on here on the Pro, but I think most people don't need that. It's a little bit much. So then I would go from there. Like if you're in the middle of the road, like a regular iPad, the Air or something like that, and then you're like, I really like my mini on the go. I'm just like a mini girl. It can fit in my purse. That's why I love it. Like when we go to Costco or something, my husband always drives. So I always am using my iPad like in the passenger seat because I'm a passenger princess. So, and I don't really care. He probably is listening and he's like, yeah, she like never wants to drive. But I have my little iPad out and I'm just like, bebopping along doing my little thing, while he's driving. So I do love bringing my mini around with me. The Pro, I tried that and oh my goodness, it's just like so heavy, but yeah, I would say if you're somewhere in the middle. I mean, do they still have a smaller Pro? I have not looked. I haven't looked. But so my mini, I actually have been looking at, and I still haven't done it. The notebook, this one's like, digital, but yeah, like the notebook. Oh, they do have an 11-inch Pro. That's what my sister has. She has the 11-inch Pro. Is right in the middle. So I would say if you're somebody who you never really had an iPad or you don't really know what you want, I would kind of go in the middle. Because the mini might be too small for some people and the Pro might be just too big. It's a very big thing. But again, like I said, my whole life is on here. I'm using the mini. And even when I started out my lives, I always used the mini and I always just did swipe. I always just did swipe over. What's it called? Slide over. I always just use slide over a lot. But yeah, I love the mini. I just feel like you can it's just so cute. You can just bring it around with you. You can still watch movies on it. You can read if it doesn't hurt your eyes too much. I still want the Kobo Color one. I think it's Kobo Libre, but I don't really see any point in getting it right now because audiobooks. Yeah, I'm an audiobook person, so. But then again, I did say I wanted to get into there's some books that aren't audiobook that I want to read. So I also have this. This is the budget one, but there's also the plain. Oh, this would be really pretty color for the fall. I can't wait to do the fall papers, guys. I already have stuff in the works, but I'm not trying to rush summer. Like, I don't want to rush summer at all. I'd be very sad. I mean, I love fall. Fall's my favorite season, but I don't want to really rush summer. Also, I hate being cold. I'm not a winter person at all. My husband hates being hot, so, you know, he's like, please. Is that like dirt on the thing? Okay, no. But yeah, so you can do this and then maybe use some of the widgets. I know, I hate when I can't really give like a definitive answer. Like, which one do you like more? I was like, I like both. I like both. What would I want to add? I mean, the widgets on top would still be cute as well. Because you can kind of write a list, but you can also have like, let me just zoom in a little bit. You can have like little widgets on the paper. And these are from the blank binder bundle, blank binder collection. I can't really remember. I'm trying to be more consistent with like the names, but you know, sometimes I'm just not. Sometimes I'm just not. I don't feel like it clashes too much. I mean, it's always going to be a little bit busy, but you can still write something here and not be too much. You can always just bring this down to... Now, obviously, you can't do like a full budget thing with this, but maybe there's just a day you're just kind of keeping track of like a couple things that you do. My mini comes everywhere with me. I usually leave my Pro at home. Yeah, same. Unless I have to like finish something in the car, but then it's kind of annoying because I'm not going to bring my Pro in the store with me. So I just kind of put it under the seat because I don't want like the sun to get at it. The mini, I can just kind of throw in my tote bag and just go in the store with me. Or I'll have the mini and just have my grocery list. Like this could be cute for like a grocery list, and you know, your mini you can just bring in the store with you. Even if you don't have anything like this fancy with your grocery list, you literally just have a plain thing, you're writing everything down. Yeah, I feel like your mini can just kind of come with you. If you're out to lunch or something, you can like read a book on it while you're waiting for like your meal to come. Oh, that's what I was saying. Sorry, guys. Was this exactly what you do? The grocery list, throw it in your bag. So for my mini, I just have a plastic case on it, but I just want to get a really cute like notebook cover. I've just seen so many TikToks. Yeah, if I had my Pro with me, I'd put it in the back seat on the floor, keep it. Yeah, exactly. I think I just stick it like under the seat so it's just away from the sun. That's only if I'm working on something and I know that we'll be in the car for a little bit, and you know, the kids are, I mean, they still bother me anyway. Anybody else's kids are like, I want a snack. I want my water. I mean, I've given you everything. Why do I have to turn around 1,000 times? Yeah, if we ever went on vacation and we drove somewhere, I'd actually drive then because, you know, the kids just want everything. I just gave you 7 snacks. Why do I got to turn around? The worst is when you're driving and they just think you can just turn around all the time. But yeah, I've seen so many cute videos. Who was it? Delilah, didn't you just get some Coach ones? Notebooks too. Really cute ones. I think I liked the blue one, and I'm not even a super blue person, but yeah, you do. And I've seen one, you have the cherry one. I don't know the person, the video that I saw, and they had a really cute Coach one, although I think that video was from a while ago, so they probably don't even have it available. But yeah, the mini can just fit in, so cute. You can just use like Velcro strips, but you don't have to ruin it by using Velcro strips. There's a case that has like a little metal thing, kind of like here, hold on. Kind of like my phone has this little thing, there's like iPad case that has like a little thing where you can just kind of like slide it in. But yeah, it's definitely on my list because there's so many. I know, and then you could just put little accessories and just be so cute for your mini. So I really want to do that. I just have a hard time deciding, and I can't really fund buying so many because I just like everything, and I would change it out every season. I have little doodads on the side because, you know, obviously this one's like fake, the little pockets, but I would have 1,000 things. You have, I can send you a link to the iPad case you have. Oh yeah. Send me the link to the iPad case that you have. But yeah, it really is a slippery slope because then you're like, okay, this is really cute for like the summer or just how I feel right now. But then there's another one that comes up, and then maybe somebody's reselling one. There's not really, I'm trying to think if there's a Coach outlet, I say near me, but it's like 45 minutes away. But I wonder, I don't know. I wonder if I probably shouldn't go because I already know I'm gonna want everything. I'm gonna want everything. And then my husband's gonna be like, do you really need all of those? At the same time, my husband's, he's an enabler. He's like, well, you know that you're gonna want both. Well, yeah, I'm gonna want both, okay? I need to add these to the shop. Maybe after live I'll add them. These are just, what did I call them? I think I call them daily, weekly, monthly templates where you can just kind of add on top of patterns. And let me bring this down to, why do I have all these? Oh, you know why? Because this isn't really like a, yeah, I was just kind of playing around in this one. This isn't really like something I plan in. Oh, the planner clips. Oh my goodness. There's so many. The background. Oh, I know. I wish I could jump in. Can I just jump in? That'd be so nice. I'm gonna jump right in. What is it called? What am I? Oh, I'm moving the layer. I get so like distracted sometimes. Move to the bottom, and then is that layer unlocked? Locked, unlocked. Okay, it's still locked. I'm just gonna think of what sticker I'm gonna add. I'm gonna have to add all these templates to the shop along with these layout ones too. Okay, so which date dot? I really want to use the plates, so maybe I'll do that. I don't know if it clashes any, but I don't really care. I just want to use them anyway. You don't have to do what I do. You can actually, you know, you can make it a little bit differently if you want to. Oh, maybe I could put it on a different background, but it might be a little bit busy for someone, but I don't know. I like it. I could do a plainer background, but I'm just going to keep going. I could always make it, change it around. Let me add a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I do have like, in my realistic planner, I have, more like personal planning, but I do have, another planner that I use for content, which is basically the 2026 digital planner that's a little bit more structured. So I do use more than one planner, but I just had to keep it separate because that's just how my brain works sometimes. And then I have the habit tracker, my reading tracker. I actually didn't finish one of the books, and then somebody had it. I think it's Lethal Kings. I didn't finish it in time because I rented it from the library, like Libby. and there was somebody waiting, so I couldn't renew it, which is annoying. So I have to wait until I have to borrow the book again, basically. I feel like they don't even really give you that much time. I probably would put this on a different background. I mean, I like this one, but maybe I would do it with like the stripes, because I really want the plates to stand out. Okay, in this case, why did I do that? Oh, also you can turn off the view of like a layer too. Oh, you have to put your Kindle in airplane mode. Well, you know, I didn't really think about that. But also, it's an audiobook and I have it on my phone. So I can't really put my phone on airplane mode. Other than my mini, technically I could. But, you know, it's like they snatched that audiobook back so fast. But yeah, I asked our library about getting, they're like, oh, you lent it out or you want to read this book? Forget about it. We snatched it back. Paste. I feel like this is like a little bit better. I feel like you can appreciate like the little plates a little bit more. And this may still be a little bit busy for some people, but it's just 1 week. You can use this for like meals or habit tracking or just your regular planner or work or health. Yeah, I just kind of realized you can kind of do a lot. I mean, this honestly could be a daily too, if you really think about it. You don't have to have like those extra days. You could just have like 1 day and then tasks on each one. I don't know. But I think I like this one too. I think I'm going to stay on for what time? I still have to do dinner. So 10 more minutes. I don't even know if I believe myself or not. Whether I'll actually stick to it. But I have to go cook the beef. So, but yeah. It's so funny because sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be on for like 10 more minutes. And no, it's like 30 more minutes. I have to use this one somehow. Also, this is what I do, and then I flip back through all my other ones that I use, guys, and I try to kind of mix and match. The beads would be really cute. My hands are kind of blocking everything. I like it with these white letters too. Maybe I can just write, I like all the possibilities. Sometimes I'm just a list person. I think this would look really cute with like these letters and I just write today at the top. Let's try that. Oh, maybe I can use the gingham as like a guide because I always end up like making them crooked somehow. Maybe like today. There we go. And then let's lasso. Hi, Adrian. I'm probably going to get off soon, but I'm still going to hang out for a little bit. I'm just kind of playing around with the Mediterranean pack. I did post right before live, like a little swipe through. I think I'm going to do that. That way you can just kind of see everything. Okay. But Adrian, I always think about you every time, like my husband just got more of the of the coffee and it still cracks me up. Like it still cracks me up that it's teaspoon. I wonder if I'm like messing with, let me see if I can like, so he drinks the Intense. That's what it was. Sometimes it's hard to find too, like the gold one, Intense. But you need to right now. But it still makes me laugh that you use tablespoon instead. But then again, I wish I took a picture because my husband forgot. He always loses count. And our Costco has this huge one, but it's only blonde. Okay, I don't really want that. I'm just trying to like save this picture. I wonder if I can do that and like paste here. Will it work? Will it work? Will it work? Oh yeah, there it is. If you didn't know, you can copy and paste from your Apple products. Okay, I have to still be live, right? I didn't mess up the live. Okay, let me close this. Yeah, I have the TikTok Live Studio on my iPad. So anyway, do you have, oh my goodness, do you drink the intense one? Oh, okay. So if you have like you have like an iPhone or an iPad, iPad to iPad, MacBook to, as long as you're signed into your same iCloud, you can copy and then you can go to your other device and just tap paste. I don't know if you have to like enable it in any way, but do you drink the intense? Or, so he says he doesn't really want the blonde because he says the blonde is weak. So he likes the intense. Yeah, you probably saw when I pasted that it said, I don't know if it'll do it again. Let's see. Well, I already had it, so that's why it's not going to. But yeah, that's why it said pasting from MacBook, because I can't really go on the browser on here. The intense is better. I feel like the intense is so strong. And it does say teaspoon, but he just kind of measures with his heart. That's what he does. He measures with his heart. And, you know, again, like I said, you know, his abuela was like giving him coffee since probably like 2 years old. You never tried the intense is strong. So if you don't really like strong, right, Delilah, were you drinking coffee from your grandma that early? Although I can't say anything, because guess who's 2 years old and takes sips of my husband's coffee, right? My daughter. That's why he has to give her milk in the morning and call it coffee. Wait, do they have it like on here? Yeah, you were. Yeah, so I just looked it up. 1 teaspoon is the equivalent of an espresso shot. And he always does, I feel like he always does at least like 3. Mind you, he does have it in a large cup with a whole Fairlife protein and milk. You like Cafe Bustelo? I heard that's strong. I heard that's strong too. Oh wait, did I like accidentally erase something? Yeah, I heard that's strong. Costco does not have the intense one. They only have the blonde. And I think my sister prefers the blonde. For me, the strong coffee tastes like dark chocolate to me. And I'm not really a dark chocolate person, so maybe that's why. But he doesn't like dark chocolate, and he loves, oh, thank you. I didn't even see the little thingy pop up. He doesn't like dark chocolate, but he does not like weak coffee. Like, just throw it in the river. He'll revolt. He can't stand it. Actually, he doesn't even like Starbucks coffee anymore. He used to, but he feels like they changed it. I feel like they did too. I used to like, okay, a long time ago, after out of college, in between finding like a full-time job, I just worked at, I nannied for the rest of my senior year, like in college. And then, in between finding a job, I worked at Starbucks. And I never really drank any of the coffee. I wasn't really a coffee drinker. And so I could have had all that free coffee, but I mostly just drank their original chai tea, which was I think it was just the Tazo one at the time. It was before they bought Teavana and put it out of business, which still breaks my heart because I love some Teavana. And it makes me sad still till this day that there's no Teavana. But I've always been a tea gal. So that'll be my little like today list. Actually, today to do would be cute, but you could use like the Chanel letters here. That'd be really cute. I feel like this would be good on blue. But yeah, even working at Starbucks, I still mostly drank tea. And if I did drink coffee, it was the Pike Place, which was just kind of like the house one of the time. But he feels like they changed, I don't know, their coffee. Maybe they haven't, but he would have it like every other day. But he prefers the Nescafe Intense over coffee shops. Now we do have some local coffee shops, but they're okay. The local coffee shops are fine. But oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to like mix and match everything too. But I love putting different things together, and then I'll just kind of like play in the day. Maybe I'll use this one for tomorrow. I updated a planner to Noteful to Play. Can you make the pages flip versus scrolling up and down? Flip. Make the pages flip. I don't know if you can do that. I know you can change, I think the original, oh, okay. I think I know what you're saying. You want it to do, scroll this way. Yeah, so I think originally it's on vertical. I think, yeah. I think, like the page turns? Because I think originally when you sign up, it scrolls like this. But you can go here, and then you can do it to horizontal. I mean, I've never used 2 pages, but ooh, I never really thought that's really cute. That kind of gives me some ideas. So good to make my digestive system work. Ooh, the Cafe Bustelo. Strong. I can smell it from the aisle. I don't think I can handle that, guys. First of all, I'm already lactose intolerant, so add in strong coffee. Like, I'm done for. What's the point of eating? Like, if you need a little bit of help that day, you know, staying regular, get that coffee. Oh. But yeah, I never did the 2-page one, but that's actually a really cute idea. 2-page every morning. Yeah, you can just click up here. You can play around. I just do horizontal. You can change like the toolbar around. I never really did the toolbar at the bottom, but I guess it really wouldn't matter. And I think it might start off here. It starts off at the top. I kind of forget where it starts, but here's a lot of the settings here. But yeah, I like scrolling across. I don't really like the up and down thing. But I think GoodNotes starts off that way too, right? Where you have to change it. I can't remember. It was so long ago. And then here's more settings over here. And then you can change everything with the toolbar at the bottom. Down here. Yeah, like even if you already know digital planning, the video, how to start digital planning, I show everything in the toolbars and everything for Noteful. So you can probably just kind of like, what do? You hold down like two times it, hold down the 2x it, and just skip ahead to like the Noteful part of it. And I go through everything on the toolbar, layers, all of this too. And that could just be like a quick overview of Noteful. And then also, again, I think I showed that I'm in, under themes, I'm in dark mode. I believe you start off bright, like with system, which is blinding me, but I think I just like dark mode. I think you can do a match appearance, but I never did that. I just kind of like the black of dark mode. And guys, I don't remember where it was. Where was I at this point? Oh, also, if you got the Bible notebook, I updated it. I didn't erase the other version. You're nervous. Doesn't the strong coffee make you nervous? Oh, does it make you nervous? Delilah Adrian? You're probably like my husband. You're probably used to it. It's just energy in your veins. For me, my tummy, I don't know. I don't think my stomach would be reacting as much, but no. You know what it is? When I saw an allergist, they said something about like me having, I don't know, some type of, like, caffeine makes me tired sometimes, but after a while, I'm fine. It makes you anxious if you drink it too fast. You gotta like pace yourself. You have to pace yourself with the caffeine. Although I do have to say, for me, I can't like sip on like a coffee throughout the day. Like my husband, he can make his big giant protein coffee that's like 20 ounces, okay, with his 17 teaspoons of the Nescafe, but he can sip on that for like 2-3 hours, and I think the protein, whole bottle of protein in it, like helps too. For me, I just guzzle. So that would be me. I'd probably get like nervous feeling because I just like the taste of it and I just want to drink the whole thing. But yeah, so the Bible notebook was in the Christian bundle, I believe. So the original version, I think it was more, I don't know if I still have it on here. Do I still have it? Oh, yeah. So the original version was a little bit more like squarish. These are Bible journaling cards that you can kind of like play around with. And actually, I have like a picture on my phone of like, if I read something in the Bible and I like take a picture of it, I want to remember it, then I need to add the photo like here. So here's kind of the original version. I did leave it, but I did add the landscape version. So let me know if you, well, if you purchased it, you still should have in your emails the link. But if you can't find it, just let me know. And I'll like, it's just a PDF, a hyperlink PDF, and I can just, you know, email it to you if you had already got this pack. So this is like fits better landscape if you want this version. And I just added it into the files. Like again, I didn't erase this version. I just uploaded an additional file. And this one just says like Bible notebook landscape, like updated. I've been pacing my energy drinks now because those make me super anxious. Guys, I've only had an energy drink maybe like, I don't know, 1 time, 2 times maybe. I've had more coffee than energy drinks, but I know people like the Alanis and all those kind of things. For the most part, I don't have anything against them. It's when a lot of that became popular, I was pregnant, and then right after that I was nursing my son, and then I was pregnant with my daughter right after, like right when I weaned my son. So then I was pregnant again, and then I was nursing again. So that has been my life since 2020. no 2021. So 2021 until spring this year, I haven't had an energy drink because I couldn't have an energy drink. So, and at this point, I don't ever know if I want to pay for them. You crave the Lonnies. Yeah, I craved the Lonnies when I was pregnant so bad, but of course I couldn't drink them. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad I didn't really know what they taste like before, because that would be me. I would want it so bad and then I couldn't have it. I think the only thing I had that I really couldn't, I really wanted cold cuts so bad. Like, I didn't want a warm sandwich. I wanted a cold cut, okay? I wanted, like, the ham and turkey and everything, and I wanted it, like, cold. But, of course, you know, they're like, oh, the listeria thing. But they said, also another doctor said, well, you're more likely to get it from fruit than cold cut. So, you know. But the other doctor was like, you know, just warm up the meat. Well, I don't want to warm up the meat, okay? I want a cold cut. Right. The doctor said the same thing. And I didn't want to, you know, with my son, I did have morning sickness and I did get sick, you know, but It was not as bad as my daughter. Man, that morning sickness lasted so long. So the thought of anything potentially making me have to like be sick again, I was like, okay, fine. So then I would get like a cold cut basically, and I would take the meat off, and then I would just kind of like not fry it, but like, you know, cook it on the pan and then let it cool off and then eat it. But you know, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. But yeah, I mean, I grew up in Maryland, so I called it a sub, but everybody up here calls it on this side, you know, I think it's Philly thing, like hoagie. I don't know, cold cut, sub, hoagie, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that's what I wanted. Or just like a sandwich with mayo. Anyway, thinking back to those days, I just wanted stuff I couldn't have, to be honest. I really, besides that, and I wanted fruit really bad. And I definitely ate the fruit. But yeah, I like putting these in here. I think it's like so much fun. But yeah, I have to add like screenshots in from pictures I took from the Bible. Like I read my physical Bible and then I have stuff highlighted, but I still want like things here too. Yeah, I'm such a fibber because definitely like 20 minutes ago, it was like 8:33. I said I was going to get off in 10 minutes. What are they called? Mediterranean vacation. Let me go back. Mediterranean vacation is what all the new stuff is called. Yeah. And then, yeah, so there's widgets. Let me see this. Yeah, there's widgets. Wait. Do I, Okay. No, I just had to make sure that the sale was on there. Because it always like ends and then I have to like redo it again. Yeah, so there's like these cute widgets and then the gelato date dots. Oh my goodness. With numbers, week, months, and then a blank one so you can do whatever you want with it. Deco sticker. Guys, seriously, what am I doing? The cute plate. I really like those. The grapefruit. Why am I getting Instagram messages right now? This lemon planner or notebook. Date dots. The lemon basket. These lemon signs with the days of the week, month, and then you have like a blank one. Which, what did I do? I did like a meal planner. I added that. Oh no, well actually that's already with the papers. Never mind. Look, I'm already forgetting. And then these papers that already have this look, so you can plan at the top. And I have to figure out which Star Wars movie this reminds me of. It's when Anakin and what's her name are together, but the real site is in Italy. I'll figure it out if there's any Star Wars people in here who remember. This is actually plain, but this was me playing on top. The paper looks like that. Another paper. This one reminds me of Greece. I just call it Mediterranean because it could be, you know, there's lots of countries down, you know, in the area that you could call Mediterranean. This one's just beach, which could be any beach. This should be good for a grocery list. I love the cafe. And here's more of the papers. I actually have, there's still like 14 more. It doesn't have today at the top. I was just playing around with that. It's, yeah. I basically just turned off the layer if you're new to Noteful, which anybody can do that. Sorry, I was looking over at my phone. I still like this one. I'll probably use that this week. I might just do like today at the top on here and use that as a list for tomorrow. Then these are kind of already done and there's 7, so you can just kind of use it. That's what I was playing around here. And I just said for like meals that you can do that, or you can just use it as like a weekly planner. Or you could just use it for like one day and just have like different tasks, you know, like to do priority, that kind of thing. So I just really like those two. And then I think I have some just, yeah, I think I just have some plain paper too. Yeah, so here's one of the plain papers. I love this lemon one. I forget that you have to like, I basically have to turn off all the layers. There we go. I really like that one. I really like that one. And then this one. Yeah, so that's like the end. And then you get like a PDF of all the papers, and then Noteful stickers file for all of these, and then GoodNotes sticker files too. I know, I love the papers. I feel like you can just use them anytime for anything, really. Like, I'm the person who would still use like any of this even in the fall, like even for just, you know, just like a grocery list. It kind of reminds me of like a market where you can buy like veggies and fish and everything. I know it still has like a beach feel, but like, I don't know. I like it. All right, guys, that was the Mediterranean pack. I think I'm going to get off now so I can actually go eat dinner. I hope you like it. And if you like it, maybe you'll get it. I do have a video swipe through. It's not pinned, but it should be like the newest video. And I'll post a replay on YouTube as well. And then I figured out how to do an overlay on the live. So you should see where it says shop, and then it has where the heart is, should be a dot. I just didn't want to get in trouble with TikTok like I did last time, because I feel like they always are out for me. Not just me, other people too. But anyway, everybody have a good night. What's today? Tuesday. I'll be back on again tomorrow, Wednesday. I don't think I have a new release unless I randomly get inspired by this pack. And I do have an idea maybe of like a little mini add-on. So I'm not going to promise anything, but I might. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.